Hello there. Today we are going to take a look at this, the all-new Royal Enfield Hunter 350. A bike unlike any other in the brand's portfolio. It shares the same chassis and the engine from the other J series platform bikes, but a lot has changed on this, which makes this a completely different bike. Let's see what has changed and what has not. The Hunter 350 has a very daunting challenge, expanding its current client base as well as bringing new riders to the brand. At least on paper, it seems to do the job. The engine is the same 349cc single which we first saw on the Meteor. It generates 20 bhp of power and 27 Nm of torque. It is quite refined and the vibrations are well controlled too. It's very tractable and has enough grunt for the city runs as well as the occasional highway rides.
So the new Hunter 350 is somewhat rear set foot pegs and a shorter handlebar reach. What this means is that riders are going to have a new experience in the riding department when you compare it to the other J platform models. Now the riding position is absolutely revised, so there is a lot of relaxation when you're sitting on the bike, but they have added a bit of sportiness because of which you're going to be leaning forward a bit. The seat height of the Hunter 350 is at 790 mm, which means that the shorter riders are going to find this bike a lot more comfortable to ride. As far as the concern is for the taller riders, the seat is very accommodating and you can always tuck in your legs on the tank. Due to the small seat and unusual placement of the grab handles, this bike is not as comfortable for pillions and is fairly small by RE standards. Now, it's definitely comfortable when you're doing city errands and going around 30 to 35 kilometers, but on the highways and when you're going on the long rides, it's definitely going to be a pain in the ass. Since this bike shares a lot with the J platform, and I should definitely say that the Royal Enfield Classic 350 has been going to the gym. Why? Because this bike has lost a lot of weight. How much? 14 kilos to be precise. The Hunter 350 is 14 kilos lighter than the Classic 350. All of this weight reduction is possible because of the new chassis, the new 17-inch alloy wheels, and Royal Enfield has been very bold and they have used plastics on this bike. Now the Hunter 350 still weighs a whole lot, 181 kilos. But while you're on the go, you're definitely not going to feel it. Apart from that, this bike is very agile because of the broad handlebars and the 17-inch alloys. The Hunter's wheelbase is 20 mm shorter than the Classic 350 and 30 mm shorter than the Meteor 350. For newer riders in this market category that RE is targeting, the motorcycle's predictability and stability in the turns will inspire confidence among riders. The Hunter 350's riding quality is nevertheless inconsistent. The motorcycle's suspension is handled by a 41 mm telescopic fork up front and preload adjustable twin shocks at the rear. But the setup is the problem, not the technology. The front end is pleasant and supple, but the back end feels extensively stiff. Even at high speeds, traveling over a damaged section of road with uneven expansion joints can be rather uncomfortable. Now, this is the Metro variant of the Hunter. It comes with dual channel ABS and disc at both ends. It provides ample stopping force. Apart from that, the Hunter 350 has a ground clearance of 150 mm, which is rather low, but we didn't have any problems with the belly scraping on speed bumps.
This is certainly the most polarizing bike that the brand has launched since the Thunderbird came out way back in the year 2000. And it is very well received in the market, don't you think?
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that statement, but I did find some problems with this bike. Number one, the clutch being a bit too heavy. The fact that when you're using it in a daily city commute, it's going to cause a bit of a problem. Apart from that, the left hand switches are a bit difficult to reach while you're riding. Also, I felt that the top end performance of this bike was a bit okay.
Yeah. You don't buy this bike to ride on the twisties like this. You buy it for the charm. In fact, the closest competitor of this, the TVS Ronin, is better equipped, is more refined, but it does lack the charm.
Exactly. The charm is why you should buy this bike for.
If you want a Royal Enfield but you're scared of the big bulky bikes that they have been making till now, this might be the perfect bike for you.
With that said, if you want to see more such content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and
Rev hard!